That's not how any of this works. My shift was off to a quiet start, which suited me just fine. I had a root canal a couple hours before my shift, leaving me with a half-numb face and a cartoonish speech impediment. The first guest of the day arrived by Uber, dragging several suitcases and bags into the lobby. She came up to the desk and asked if we took cash deposits, which we don't. She asked if I could just use the card on file, which I couldn't. So she handed me her ID and a Cash App card that she said was the one on file. I asked if she wanted both the room and the deposit on the card, and told me the room was already paid for, which it wasn't. Immediately I clocked that the card is not in her name. And I apologize to her and say I can only accept a card from the cardholder. She tells me the cardholder is her husband. Even so, I repeat that I can only take the card from the cardholder. She offers to FaceTime him so he can give permission for her to use the card. But I told her I would need him there in person with his ID. I apologize for the inconvenience and explained this is our policy to avoid credit card fraud. She didn't like that explanation and started a tantrum, demanding I call my manager to get permission to either take a cash deposit or let her use the card that didn't belong to her. Again, I told her those were not options and the manager was gone for the day. I even pointed to the sign-on, the desk that states that we only accept cards that are physically present and from the cardholder. Apparently this meant I was being funny, and she stormed away from the desk to loudly complain about me to someone on the phone. I assume for my benefit, she told whoever she was complaining to that she had been allowed to use the card everywhere else, even nice hotel, and this hotel that's refusing her is Economy Motel. She went on to tell them that she was going to stay in the lobby because it's public property, wrong, and she's going to do whatever she wants. Because she's a guest here, also wrong. Actually, she didn't even want to stay here anymore because me not. Letting her use the card that isn't hers is a sign from God. I let her get her big feelings out and put my earbuds. And then got back to what I was doing. She seemed to be angling for a fight and I wasn't going to give her one. A little while later, a delivery arrived and I headed outside to greet the driver and help him with the door. As I walked past her pile of stuff, it started barking at me and I realized she had a yappy little dog she definitely hadn't planned on paying the pet fee for. I had my earbuds out at this point and heard her demanding whoever she was. Talking to on the phone sent her $300 so she could pay off her Cash App card. Fortunately, her Uber showed up shortly after, and she left to go be someone else's problem. But not before she went over to the coffee station and started shoveling plastic cutlery, sugar, napkins, and cups into her bag like my cheapskate. Grandma at a Denny's, I'm just so heartbroken she won't be staying with us tonight.